Hey, welcome back to another kids video. My name is James, and at the start of the school year, it is great to remember why going to school each day is so good. We're looking at 3 reasons why we're happy to go to school. Great reasons from the Bible to want to go to school. You can't believe it, can you? But just listen. Firstly, we go to school knowing that Jesus Christ goes with us. We are safe and we can be confident. Then secondly, we go to school to learn about God's world. What could be better than praising Him for how well He made our world? Finally, we go to school to live for Jesus. It was the last thing that Jesus said to His friends, just before He was taken up to heaven. This is what Jesus wanted His friends to remember when they couldn't see Him anymore. Jesus said to them, "So go make followers of all the people in the world. Teach them to obey everything that I have told you. You can be sure that I will be with you always, from the youngest to the oldest, wherever we are. We get to live for Jesus. We want to show our friends what it looks like to obey everything Jesus told us. We're going to take every chance we get to speak about Jesus." And school and after-school activities are a great place to learn how to do this. We're going to be with other children who are different from us. We get to learn to love people who believe different things. We'll learn how to comfort people who are on their own and are sad. I heard a story about a boy. He was about 9 years old. He told someone about how it felt to be left out of games. He was also teased for trusting Jesus and going to church. School for him was often quite sad. They talked about that last bit Jesus said, "You can be sure that I will be with you, always." They talked about the difference that the promise makes to him each day. How they can live for Jesus knowing that He is with them. We are safe, knowing that the truth about Jesus changes how we feel and the choices we make. So whether we find school easy and fun or really quite hard, and we actually wish we didn't have to go to school, we can still live for Jesus at school. When we arrive at school on Monday, everyone is talking about their weekend, about football, about ballet, about painting the fence with Dad. You could say that you loved going to church or watching a church video because you learned more about Jesus. When we see that one of our friends is really sad, we could sit with them, care for them, and then pray with them that God would be helping and loving them. When we feel alone or we feel like we've made a mistake that we can't undo, we can pray. We don't know what to do, but we can try to remember something that Jesus said that could help. In fact, no matter what happens to us, no matter how we feel, no matter what we've done, we can always live for Jesus. Knowing Him will always change how we feel and the choices we make. And now, some questions for you to discuss. Which part of living for Jesus do you find hardest at school? Is it talking about Jesus? Is it caring for others? Is it knowing that He is there when you feel alone? Is it being godly when your mates make bad decisions? Or is it something else? A prayer will now come up on the screen, so why don't you follow and pray with me? Dear Father, thank you that Jesus is with us always. We will never find ourselves alone. And when we feel stuck, when we feel worried, when we feel excited, when we're having great fun with friends, please help us to remember that we're living for Jesus. We need your help because we find it difficult. Amen.
Who am I, did you say? My name is Mr. Jolly Day. I am a shooting star on a sunny day. I am the dice to your games, the rice to your flames. I'm here with my good friend. Take it away, James!
We are the spice that seasons your life.
That was amazing! Come on! I'm here, Mr. Jolly Day, to put the jolly in your holiday. For 3 weeks, we've had challenges for you to do on your jolly day. If you send a picture of yourself doing that challenge to this number over here, there will be a prize for you in the week. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be good because it's a prize. Here are some of the challenges that we got sent in last week. Here's one. Here's another one. And finally, here's one more. How awesome were those? Are you ready for the challenge for this third and final week of your jolly days? Here it is, my friend, come and read this for me. Do you see what it says?
No, not really.
Just look closer.
I don't see anything.
Look closer. Woo! There's nothing on there! It was a joke! Looks so beautiful. Okay, let me tell you the challenge. It's in my head. The challenge is to cook or to help your parents cook something this week and to help clean it up afterwards. So, let me show you how it's done. First, I get an egg. Here's my egg. I put it in my cooking pan. Next thing you know, chickens. That explains what comes first, the chicken or the egg. I put my chicken back in. And what comes out? Some marshmallows. You want a marshmallow? You want a marshmallow? They're a bit old, you don't want those marshmallows, but you can probably cook much better food than me. So I'm looking forward to seeing you send those pictures of you helping your parents cook and clean up after a meal to this number. Here it is again, and I'm gonna tell Caitlin to give you a prize if you do that. All right, enjoy the last week of your jolly days. I am out. Woo!
And now that's enough of Mr. Jolly Day. Now it's time for you to go through the discussion questions with your family, and we will see you next week.